Hello, I'm Mark Rodehaber. I'm a broker at Berkshire Hathaway Utah Properties, and today we are standing in the Base Village parking lot here at Canyons Village. Over my shoulder here, we're going to get on that. That's a cabriolet that takes you up into the upper village. There are two villages here at the Park City Mountain, the Canyons Village base and then the Park City base. It is combined together by the Quicksilver Gondola, which we'll later talk about. 7,300 skiable acres here, and we're going to talk about some of the real estate that's around the base village here, from single family homes to townhomes to stack flat condos, ski in, ski out, not ski in, ski out. Let's go get on the cabriolet. We'll see some of those as we're riding up, and we'll take a look. Okay, so now we're on the cabriolet. The base lot here has about 825 parking spaces. So to the extent you're actually driving over and you're riding up into the village, this is where you'd be parking. There is a private parking space up top that's about $20 a day. It is, I believe it's about 100 spots, kind of off to the left. But as we're riding up here, you're going to see some of these first few developments that we will pass. There's a few down here lower that's called Blackstone Residences and White Pine Canyons Village, which is next to the parking lot. But as we ride up, we're going to see Yotel Pad Residences on the left. We're going to see Grand Summit up here to the right. Up here on the hill behind me, up on the hill, you're going to see Apex Ski and Ski Out Residences, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and some of the other developments that are going on around the village itself. So you're going to see this tower crane over my shoulder. In a few minutes, we're going to talk about Pendrive Residences, which is part of that upper new Canyons Village development that will bring some more commercial and residences to the upper part of the village. That's across the street from the Hyatt Residences, and then Sundial Lodge, which is behind that. So let's go on right on up and we'll take a look and when we get into the village. Okay, so we just got off the cabriolet. We've now walked over next to the umbrella bar here. This area is where in the summertime they're going to have concerts here behind the camera here. This is where they're going to do concerts. This grassy area in the summer becomes the concert series. They do fireworks here, holiday fireworks and fireworks for the 4th of July. Also, this is actually going to become, in time, there is a proposed ice skating rink that will make up this area. There will be a holiday tree lighting ceremony every year. They're going to take the stage and put it out on the ice, and you're going to ice skate around. So as we're over my shoulder here, all the way down, you have a couple of signature restaurants. One's the Farm. You can also go down to Red Tail Grill. You can go to Draft's Pub. It's more like a sports bar. And then you have Edge Steakhouse, one of the best steakhouses in town. All a very short walk right here in the middle of the village, where there is a lot of activity in the afternoon and through the season. So when you get off of the cabriolet, or if you're staying up here in the village, you're at some point in time going to get on the Red Pine Gondola, which is going to take you up to Red Pine Lodge. There's a lot of greens and blues in that area. You can also stay to the far right, drop down Sun Peak, and go hit Apex Ridge if you want to get into some tree skiing. Great area for tree skiing. But again, it's all levels of skiing once you take the Red Pine Gondola up to the lodge. All right, so the nice thing about being in the village, and what I always tell people, is you're in the village not for unobstructed views. You're in the village to be in the middle of the entertainment and to see people and to do people watching and to have access to things right out of your door. Just last year, this area right here was the site of the big air competition that Henrik Harlow won. He's a multi-X Games gold winner. It did happen right here in the village, along with fireworks and concerts. You have it all when you're here in the village. So if you're thinking of townhomes here in Canyons Village, the Ridge townhomes are being developed and built right now, which are just a little bit lower than the upper village. And then up here over the hill, that's Apex Residences. There's 63 of those. They start at almost around $2 million and go to about $5 million. They have fantastic ski access to the mountains. There's a nice pool, there's some amenities there, and great views. Okay, so if you're staying at the Waldorf, or you're staying at Juniper Landing, or you're staying over at Frostwood Villas, you're actually going to ride this down you're going to be next to the Orange Bubble. Later in the season, it does become ski in, ski out. Early in the season, it's generally not. You're riding this, whether you're staying at any of these or not. The real estate in the Waldorf starts around $500,000. It goes to about $2 million for a 3-bedroom. Juniper Landing is about $1.5 million for a 2-bedroom and can go up in the high 2s for a 3-bedroom. There are 4-bedroom options there. Just to the left of that, you do have Fairway Springs Townhomes, and those are in the $1.5 million to $2 million range. Depends on the location, the view, and the size. Juniper Landing is along the golf course, along with Fairway Springs. They do make up the two that sit there on the golf course itself. Okay, so now we're in the upper part of the village. Sunrise Lift is over my shoulder. The Lift Residences is here to my left, your right. Behind you, which we'll talk about in just a minute, is Pendrive Residences. But part of the master plan is this road actually is going to go away, and the Sunrise Lift is going to move down to about to where these power boxes are. So you've got the skier beach that's going in right here. You'll have Compass Sports at Pendrive, which will also bring out cocktails and things like that. That skier beach does come in this area right here. So at Lift, you have residences from 1 to 5 bedrooms. Those are going to start about $700,000 and go to about $4 million. Hyatt just over my shoulder here. Those will start around $900,000 and go to a couple of million. And then Pendrive, let's talk a little bit more about what's happening here at Pendrive. So this brings in this upper village flow, restaurants, more shopping, dining experiences. The Pendrive will be a 5-star experience where the porte cochere is right here to the right. And then the village will flow through. You do have a Compass Sports, which will be a summer and winter sporting destination if you want to go rent things or check in and get some equipment. And then you're going to have 3 key restaurants as you flow through, which will take you back down to the left, back over to where we were at the top of the cabriolet. So the prices at Pendrive, studios are going to start at about $500,000, and then a 4-bedroom is going to go up to about $4 million. 1-bedrooms will be in the $800,000 to $1 million range. 2-bedrooms will be in the $1 million to $1.5 million range. And then you go all the way up. Depends on the location, the floor, the view, and a mixture of that. So the nice takeaway to the village is, is if you own real estate up here in the village, you don't have to take the cabriolet. You can avoid the parking, you can avoid the ride up, which is nice. At the end of the day, the Canyons Village is very family centric. There's a lot of things for the kids to do. There's a lot of things for families to do. Not only in the winter again sells itself, as we always say, but the summer with the hiking and the biking and everything where you can start your day out of the village, you can access the mountain, you can get on the Mid-Mountain Trail, you can go all the way over to Deer Valley if you want. There's a lot of things to do here in Canyons Village. And the other nice thing is the village is a little bit lower in elevation from, call it, the base of Deer Valley, and so that allows with a little bit warmer temperatures. Earlier in the season and later in the season, you do have a little bit more warmth here, and so some people coming from sea level also find that it's a little bit easier to sometimes ski over on this side than getting way up into the mountains on the base side. So at the end of the day, after skiing 7,500 acres, enjoying the great Utah powder, there's no place I'd rather be than standing beside this fire pit, having a cocktail, and thinking about the memories that we made for the day. Hope you enjoyed this video. My name's Mark Rodehaver. I'm a broker here at Berkshire Hathaway Utah Properties. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can find me on Instagram at mr.parkcity. Have a great day.